Hey, what's up guys? Welcome back to Basics with Babish, where this week we're taking a look at pasta, one of the most beautiful and elegant dishes.
What's up guys? One of my favorite YouTube channels, Binging with Babish, recently made a video about pasta, and I wanted to try out one of the recipes he makes. Pasta Aglio Olio. Oh boy, this is gonna be a disaster. But before I begin, I need to get that classic Binging with Babish look. What? This is not that dark neutral color that I was going for. I'm back home from college, so this is my parents' kitchen, and apparently this is the only apron my mom owns. Anyway, let's begin by pouring some flour out of my conveniently themed flour bin and forming a bit of a crater, into which we crack 3 eggs. But then you have to remember that you're being judged by people on the internet, so you have to use one hand for the third one. Add some olive oil and some salt, then start beating it together. Now, while you stir, you want to push some flour into the eggs to start solidifying it. Keep doing that until you realize the eggs have reached the wall of flour and are pouring onto the floor. You freak out and then, that's how I'm going to deal with this. Okay, yep. Then you completely abandon the fork and just get dirty with it. In the video, he says that this part gets messy, and well, he was not kidding. Yep, okay, this can't be right. Alright, once you purify yourself, get back to kneading the dough. I don't really know how to knead things, so here I'm just kind of mashing it together. After about 10 minutes, we wrap up the blob of flour and eggs and let it sit for at least half an hour. Meanwhile, let's get to chopping some garlic and parsley, because you know a simple task like this is going to take much longer than it needs to. I gotta say, peeling those garlic cloves was a bitch. Cut them into thin slices and put them into a bowl for later. Get your flat leaf parsley out and start pulling apart the leaves. Make sure to remove any large stems and then chop it up pretty well. It's funny how it looks like I know what I'm doing here. Make sure to get every last piece of parsley because we're perfectionists here at the Nick Janaski channel and we can't let anything go to waste. Now we can get our blob of dough and start making the noodles. Make sure to cover both sides of the blob with flour as well as the work surface. Cut the, hold for dog. Now cut the dough in half and you can start rolling it out. As shown in the original video, fold the dough into thirds. Rotate 90 degrees and roll it out. Do this about 3 times until it looks nice and thin. Then we cut off the edges in order to get a nice rectangle before we begin folding it over. I was going for fettuccine pasta just like in the original video. Unfold each noodle. Then we douse them with more flour, making sure each noodle is covered. At this point we can move on to the stove, where we pour in olive oil until it adequately covers the bottom of the pan. Pardon the camera angle change. Once the oil is simmering, we add our garlic and that didn't happen in the original video. I think the pan here is too hot, which means I need to move quickly before the garlic gets too brown. We quickly add our homemade pasta, which cooks very fast. So after about 2 minutes, I remove the pasta from the water and add it to the other pan. And boy, was it tough to get a hold of these guys. Just, come on, you can, okay. Just, come on, okay, there we go. Add some pasta water because consistency or something. Then we add our parsley, a healthy squeeze of lemon, some salt and pepper, and be sure to give it a taste. Not bad. Now we are ready to plate our pasta, and in true Binging with Babish form, I've got my carving fork thing ready to go and just, okay, come on, you just, alright, just finished plating it the boring way. Now, it actually turned out pretty good. The noodles were a bit hard, which I think means I cut them too thickly and didn't let them cook long enough. But with the sauce and everything, it was still delicious. Alright, you know what? No, I wasn't gonna give up on the carving fork thing so easily. So I went back and cooked up some normal fettuccine, which should make it easier to twirl, and good enough. This video was brought to you by Squarespace. Wait, who am I kidding? No one would sponsor this crap.